I'm not too all surprised this actually happened. The only thing I didn't expect was how soon it would be. I figured it would be sometime after whites were a minority in the U.S., but, well, what do you know? Turns out I was being a tad hopeful that it would take that long. What I am referring to is the entire idea that once whites are now out of the way and they're no longer an issue, all that would happen is that the next person in line would then be attacked, and I of course mean mulattoes. And the reason I say this is because when you look at mulattoes, they're half white, or at least some percentage of white. So that means, oh no, these mulattoes, they got these evil white people's blood in them, we must kill them! Or, marginalize them, or make sure they don't reproduce, or whatever. Let's go and do what we did to the white people. Let's go and make it so that we breed them into non-existence and, we go and take over everything they got. The line of thinking isn't very hard here because every time that it comes to anything that's remotely leftist, it's the wolf that ends up eating its young. I mean, we've seen this with feminism, we've seen it with the SJWs, we've seen it in the black community. It is a trope that keeps getting played out time and time again. Every time they make enough progress, those who were part of their little in-group now becomes the out-group. So the in-group ends up shrinking, and those who are now the new bigots are the people who used to go and support him. And I'm not kidding, we've seen this here before with, can't think of the girl's name, but she goes by the name of Base Mom, the nickname I mean. By the community because, yeah, she's a feminist, but she actually makes sense. She's not a dyed-in-the-wool feminist. She's actually someone that realizes that there's something inherently wrong with feminism, big time. It's straight from the path, just like you wouldn't believe, and, oh no, you committed thought crime, how dare you. For more proof, take a look at TJ Sotomayor. Yeah. The left will support black people until you step off the ideological reservation. I'm not kidding. One black guy went and actually said that he would be safer in the middle of a KKK gathering wearing a rope necklace. He'd be more safer there than he would be in his own neighborhood after dark. Not only that there, but there's also Milo Yiannopoulos. Well, okay. Enough said about that. He's a gay man and a Republican, and it's like, gay men can be Republicans? That don't make sense. Anyway, yeah, the left, they support these people until they go and get diverse. Not diverse in ways that don't even matter, like your race, skin color, or who you want to fuck, but diverse as in, hey, I believe that 2 and 2 don't equal 2087. Heretic! As I said before, the left will eat its young. That's just the way it works. And the sad thing of it, though, is that as bad as it is, this is really stupid. What happened is, it's now like, oh yeah, if you're a light-skinned black person, or you're passing, or you're whatever else and all, well, you're not really true black. You're not black enough to be considered oppressed. Because you got that evil white man seed in you. I'm serious. Go to Everyday Feminism, and there is actually an article called, Should Light-Skinned People of Color Voluntarily Exclude Ourselves from People of Color Spaces? And yes, this being a feminist website, yeah, this here means there's going to be a lot of face palming. They use the analogy of gazelles and lions intermixing and all, and of course the gazelles are getting killed and everything, and I'm just like, you know what? White people are not trying to kill black people, first of all, okay? White people have no desire to go and harm black people one way or the other. But the thing of it is, black people have a very invested interest in killing most of the other black people that are around them. Just look at the statistics alone. When it comes to who is killing who, the number one killer of blacks is other blacks. So this would be like lions killing lions and gazelles killing gazelles. Okay? The threat you're imagining is not coming from outside your group. It's in your group. And also, while they are problems, most of these problems are basically because, well, gee, guess what? Apparently being black means you're dumb, you're stupid, you're uneducated, you don't go and follow the law, you go and are a career criminal. Apparently all that stuff is being black. And that's not me saying that, that's other black people saying that. So apparently if you're black, that means by all points and purposes, you are a career criminal. And I'm not making this up. This isn't me saying this. This is just black people saying that, yes, we are career criminals, but if you call us career criminals, then, by virtue of us being black now, then that makes you a bigot. And I'm like, look, I'll agree with you. Not every black person is a career criminal. They are good, honest, hardworking black people who just want to go and live an ordinary life and be left alone. However, these people are a minority within a minority. They are a ridiculously small amount of people, and for the most part, it's thanks to the Democrat. I'm not going to go into a long detail or nothing, but the Democrat hates black people. They despise them. They've kept them as slaves. They fought to keep them as slaves. They passed Jim Crow. John Wilkes Booth killed Abraham Lincoln, who was a Republican. I mean, the only reason black people support the Democrats is because they went and gave them all these handouts and basically bribed them. And it's like, yeah, the black man sold their soul for a bowl of soup. But, of course, if you sell your soul for a bowl of soup, then how important was your soul to you to begin with? These people are supporting the very people that hate and despise them. I mean, if you go and think that tearing down a statue of Stonewall Jackson is bad, yeah, of course the Democrats want that statue torn down. Stonewall Jackson was a Democrat too. Am I the only one noticing a pattern here, people? The Democrats hate colored people, period. They are not your friend. They are using you to pit you against their enemies, the Republicans. And the sad thing of it is, the reason that the Democrats went and punished black people so bad is because they voted Republican. It was only after they went and basically bought them lock, stock, and barrel that they started voting Democrat that the Democrats were like, yeah, sure, we'll go and support you. And now the black person's dumb, stupid, uneducated, and can't do shit. Only good for committing crimes and making more dumb, stupid, ignorant little versions of themselves. So you see, the Democrats, they're the worst thing to ever happen to the black person. There's just no way to get around it. And so when it comes back to this article now, yeah, this is just more leftism breaking everyone up. This is just business as usual. Let's divide everyone into smaller and smaller categories. So once we've already broken them up, let's go and further divide them so everyone's fighting amongst themselves because then they're too busy to attack us. And that's all that's happening here. The entire, oh no, you're not black enough, so you get the fuck out now because now it's like, and I've heard this with gay people too. I've heard it said that if you're gay, well, if you're a man and you're white, you still got privilege. You may be gay, but by being a white man, you still got privilege and therefore you're not really oppressed. Again, this is nothing more than leftist politics at work and in action. I cannot go and stress this enough. Quit following what the left is doing. The left is out there to destroy and break up and divide everyone. We don't need more division. We need to be more united. And frankly, stuff like this, stuff that the Jezebel is posting, stuff like Everyday Feminism is posting, it's ridiculous. It's not needed. Look, I understand. People are different. I understand that. We're not all the same. But at the same time, we should be celebrating what makes us the same as well as what makes us different. I don't know why I have to say that. Yes, we're different, but we're the same. And yes, we're the same, but we're different. That's kind of how it works. No one group is a monolith. We all have our own ways of doing things, and that's okay. It's okay to be the same, and it's okay to be different as long as you're not hurting anyone. And frankly, the stuff that's happening now, the damage is more than just against the skin. It goes to the very core of a person's character.